Infinite ammo.
Greeting, ladies, and all you useless human life out there. I'm just messing with you. I like all of you. I am your host, the immortal Brundle. I am joined by these fine bundle of sticks here. Let's start with the biggest bundle stick here. Bane, introduce yourself.
I had a feeling it was coming for me.
Exactly.
Hi, everybody, I'm Bane. I was gonna host today, but I felt like shit, so I decided not to.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Alright, Devil Hunter James, speak up.
What's good? Dicks?
Alright, Gemini John, come on up. Oh, I think he's dead. Okay, well,
Yeah, rest in peace.
Kaneki, speak up.
Blast Blues English voices are trash. Change my mind.
Okay, hold on.
No, you're right. I agree
Alright,
with that.
and Bio Double Dom, speak up or step down.
Hi. It's been a long time since I've been on a podcast.
Alright, he's not here, so nothing to worry about. Okay.
Fuck you.
Rip Jebediah Dom.
Oh, whoops. Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Whoops.
You said
You bundle of six, how dare you?
You said the fudge word. You can say fudge.
I said we're in stick mode, damn it.
Yeah, we're gonna edit with some posts though. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Oh, it's damn bad too?
Yes.
Somebody's
Echo.
echoing.
I'll just say
Yeah,
Don instead of
John,
damn.
are you over there echoing? Are you alive?
I don't know. Can you all hear me now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, the echo's gone.
All right. The
Never-
echo's gone. Y'all can hear me now. So
Maybe.
Yeah, as I said that, the echo came back. Is your volume settings really high?
mine. I just got this new Chromebook, so probably I'm still messing around with the
Jesus.
settings. I'll go mute for now.
Okay, just swapping. There's a software mute you can do, but
Alright. And what about you, Renegade? Can you speak up? Or are you gonna step down?
I think Ren's got that disorder from sucking dick.
Oh, you sure? Oh, damn.
I'm sorry.
We're on Twitch.
You gonna let him roast you like that, Ren?
Yeah, speak up, Renegade. Destroy this white man.
I'm fucking around, Ren. I'd roast you, Bane, but I'm not gonna get on mic. All right, I'll reach for the chat.
Alright.
He's gonna burn you later.
You gonna
Yeah,
let
I'm gonna be toasted.
Does everybody have the document open?
Yes.
Yeet.
Alright, who's the real number one?
Not Renegade.
Oh fuck.
Oh, man.
See, I don't even need to go for that one. All right. So while this game wasn't revealed at Gamescom, we wanted to get everyone's thoughts on the recently revealed Doom Eternal gameplay. I thought it looked fucking amazing.
We have the Predator Doom up in this bitch, man. That's amazing.
Hold on, let me give it an applause.
It almost feels
Round of applause.
almost feels completely unfair to the demons. Just looking at that footage, I'm like, man, I kind of feel sorry for them fucking.
They're
things.
mortally challenged. It's okay.
The mortally challenged. It looks really, really good. Which I was worried when the first Doom footage came out a long time ago, and the game ended up being amazing. And this one just keeps looking even better than the first game. I don't get how this is working, but I'm fucking going along with it.
Simple. We have talented developers that know what they're doing.
Facts.
You could have fooled me with Rage 1, but yeah.
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
That one stays in the books.
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
With
Oh.
because Vern mentioned this too, the mortally challenged Salt. I love that part from the gameplay demo. I mean, I played a little bit of Doom 1, but I was getting like really bad motion sickness, so unfortunately I couldn't finish it.
The game's too buttery for Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because I actually do think it's a really cool game, and I'd like to beat it, but like I said, I get like really
I'm
bad
just-
motion sickness. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they're like making fun of the SJWs that were essentially complaining about the first game, the one that came out in 2016.
Yeah.
And carrying that over to Eternal.
I can't wait to see Polygon play this again.
Oh no.
This is going to be so much fun. But yeah, I was impressed with just like how many balls it had currently in the grass by just doing that. It pissed off a ton of them.
I can't believe they're so dumb as to fall for it. It's pretty obvious bait. Like, it's
They
blatantly
always
obvious.
do. It is impressive how badly they will just like get hooked into something,
I always
and then it
find
just makes them
funny
look like
that they-
idiots.
I always find it funny they just get mad at their own logic, but that's besides the point. I want to see more of that arm blade thing.
I can't wait for a shotgun grappling hook.
You see that sword he had at the end, or was it a different gameplay? But
It was the second gameplay footage, one where
Yeah, it was the
you're at
second.
Phobos.
I like that one.
The grapple
That
hook was
was-
fun too. I'm not gonna lie.
God, this game looks fun as hell.
I have
Agreed.
a side question for you guys.
No.
Because I know that they said during their press conference for the game that they wanted to make a expand on the lore and make like a dedicated Doom universe. Like, how do you guys feel about that?
I'm down with it.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with it as long as it makes sense and not the stupid like Doom 3.
Or the Doom film they came out with a while ago, the one we don't talk about anymore.
Hey, you know what? You know what? The new one that's coming out where they replaced the male Doom guy with a female. That one might actually take
That one,
it might
I-
actually take its place.
I don't know if I've seen some cosplay Doom girls, and I'm like, okay, that could be if they do it right, it'd be kind of hot.
It's 2018, boys. Let's let the women get more involved in the games.
We need more women.
All
I
right.
need
sounds
more
awesome.
woman.
just find me a
Chaos.
cute
No.
like psychopath. Also, hey, Chaos, I'm sorry.
Oh.
But yeah,
Alright.
find me like a cute psychopathic woman cutting like fucking demons up with chainsaws and shit. I'll be fine with that. I would watch that fucking movie.
Someone's into the yandere race.
I'm into a little bit of kooky women. And if you've looked at my dating history, yeah.
Oh Lord. No.
So
okay.
we
Let's
got-
not get-
We know your taste in pancake kitties.
Daddy issues, preferably for daddy as a demon. There we go.
Okay, can we stop?
Oh boy.
okay. Okay. PG.
Next.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm
Real quick.
straddling that PG-13 line.
Since Chaos is here.
We're owned by the mouse. So you must stop.
Chaos, how you feel? How you feel about the Doom Eternal gameplay?
Yeah.
Eternal gameplay.
Yeah. What do you
Yep.
think?
They need to be referred to as mortally challenged.
I'm gonna have to slow poke you.
A little bit of slowpoke, but hey, it's allowed.
I don't know. I think it looks good. Graphically, it looks better than the last game. I mean, in terms of overall gameplay, it looks fairly similar in terms of the approach to the gameplay of the first game. I mean, there's more enemy variety, I guess. Enemies are a little bit different.
I'd say
But
there's also a
yeah,
little bit more combat variety too.
yeah. I like that you can use the sword that you got from at the end of the first game. That's
Oh
pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah, I liked what I saw of it. It looks promising.
You weren't here when I asked this, Chaos, but I was asking these guys how they felt about the developers wanting to make like a Doom universe and expand on the lore.
That'd be cool. I mean, I'd be fine with that. I mean, what do they mean? Like, do they mean they're going to make more games in the Doom universe? I mean, because I would assume that they're going to do that in general.
I think part of it has to do with doing more games, but also part of it has to do with like having more than just typical environments for Doom.
I'd be okay with that if it's done right.
Yeah, I don't know what they mean by that. I would have to like, I would have to look into that. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I mean, it sounds like an interesting idea. I mean, I don't know. That's cool. I mean, I'm all for more Doom games,
I'm all for more murder.
basically.
Anyone else?
As long as it's not Wolfenstein.
Not
Okay.
current Wolfenstein.
Everybody
Oh
cut
yeah,
off
well,
on this.
I like Wolfenstein. I don't like the new Colossus at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got our thoughts on this one. Should we move on?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Where are we actually?
Yeah.
We're going to
number-
question two.
Dose is coming up.
Yeah, who wants to read that one?
I'll do it.
Which one?
All right, James, you go right ahead.
All right, so DMC5 revealed the 15-minute gameplay presentation. What do you guys think about what you saw?
Fucking amazing.
Let
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like James and Brandon know after I saw it, I was just like, I just want to see more. Like,
Yo, that was our simultaneous criticism between the three of us. So like, is there more?
My biggest question is, why did it take fucking 10 plus years to get to this final?
It's my Dante gameplay.
Hey, it's all worth it though in the end, right? I mean, we're all already impressed.
Oh yeah. And then there's a point here from the slight gameplay at the end of the trailer with the demonic bike weapon with Dante.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dante. Basically,
Holy-
Dante's bike is like a trick weapon from Bloodborne.
It's fucking awesome. That is. I'm sorry. go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off here, but like, when I initially saw it from the first trailer that they showed off, I thought they were going to be introducing legacy weapons because of the fact that if you've played Devil May Cry 4, you'd know that Dante gets Pandora's box, and it's supposed to have 666 different forms, and you only get to use like about, I think,
9.
like 9, yeah. So, you know, I was thinking, hey, if they're bringing back legacy weapons, that would be a good opportunity to reintroduce that. But with this new weapon, it's pretty much going back to a concept with Devil May Cry 4, where the weapons were supposed to like pretty much like deform and transform into different weapons as you swap to them, and they were all just like one thing. So it's very similar to that, where, you know, he's got the motorcycle, but they didn't switch to the chainsaws. Another thing too is that I felt like it was kind of reminiscent to like something you would see out of Monster Hunter, especially with like the stance that Dante was taking. I don't know if anybody else felt that way.
I can see that.
I remember some people made jokes that when did Dante get a God arc?
In between the 10 years we've been waiting.
Yeah, apparently he's played God Eater, confirmed.
Yep.
Do we want to talk about the Devil Breaker arms?
Yeah, we can talk about those because I think there's
Take the
3
ones that
bullet
take that part of it.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the doc about it with all of the 8 arms that are shown off.
I might.
All right, just leave out like a few of them because for reasons alone, like they haven't been confirmed by Capcom, so for safety reasons, let's not like break them up.
Well, what we can do is we can say it like this: these are all speculation. There's no confirmed. Some of these they aren't confirmed. They are rumored, but they are not confirmed. That gets us away with a little bit here.
Go for it.
So yeah, Ragtime is one of the arms which will stop time. Gerbera, I always feel like I'm gonna fuck that one up. You can use a giant laser and has defensive jumping. The Exceed arm, which enhances the Red Queen. The Whip arm, which reels in enemies from range. Punchline, which he can ride on the arm like a skateboard. Overture, which has electrical attack properties. The Drill arm, which launches projectiles and gives some close quarters attacks. And the Buster arm, which allows grapple moves like in DMC4.
Yep.
So again, some of these are speculation. We can't. I thought I said Exceed. Yeah, I said Exceed arm.
The Exceed arm and the Whip arm.
Yeah,
are
he
the
said
ones-
Exceed.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I should say all the 3 ones that are marked in red are the ones that are under speculation. The other ones we already know.
I can't see them in red. Oh, in there. Okay,
Yeah, the names are red on the image.
Oh yeah, so the ones that are just like the Exceed arm, Whip arm, or and
Drill arm.
Drill arm.
Yeah, we have no idea exactly how they work. No details given.
Yeah, the things there are speculations on how they work. Of course, Buster arm. We've all played Devil May Cry 4 here. I think we know what that one's like.
Can I just say,
yeah.
with the Exceed arm, I'm hoping that doesn't mean like you have to have that arm in order to go to level 3 Exceeds.
I think it might be like increased ones, like maybe like a level 4 or level 5.
Just amplify the normal ones very good. So I doubt it will lock it behind an arm because sorry, that'd be stupid. Gameplay wise, and 2 that'd be suicide.
Like I said, I'm hoping that's not the case where you need that arm to get to level 3 Exceed.
Also, keep in mind now we aren't the full game yet, so don't go like full.
I've
heavy on that
heard
shit.
rumors that you can upgrade things like the Exceed, supposedly, and as like a separate sword upgrade. So that might be a new thing.
Like as far as the arms are concerned, like we mentioned before, it's still under speculation. So I mean, by the time we get to like TGS or hell, even like PlayStation Experience, I feel like we'd probably get more trailers between now and then, where we might actually end up seeing these. There is something that I know is also rumored, I think, where apparently these are just the 8 quote unquote standard arms, and that there
that's
might
confirmed.
be. Oh, that is confirmed?
Well, at least the part that's confirmed is that either there's upgrades to the arms or there are additional arms for some unknown condition.
Right.
Matt said you're the first person to notice that we said standard Devil Breakers. So I'm like, is there like OP ones for beating the game on higher difficulties? Do we get the Devil Bringer back as like a OP weapon? Maybe, I don't know. Don't know.
Yeah,
It's
so
interesting if there's more than 8. That's a bit damn. I didn't see that coming.
yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be very. There's going to be something we'll probably see maybe in later demos or trailers, if not like in the full game. But definitely something to keep an eye out on, because it's like the 8 that we have so far. It's like it's interesting, and all we really have to do is just wait and see what else is in store, because there's probably going to be a lot more for Nero than we're really bargaining for.
I think I made a joke before. Does he not seem like a Batman kind of character now? Because he has so many gadgets. Ridiculous. He's got an arm for everything at this point.
Hey, why not? You got enough time, you may as well make arms.
Well, I'm not complaining. I'm just like, yeah, he's definitely the resourceful character, I guess is the way to put it.
Oh yeah.
New Game Plus.
Well, him and Nico are like the sort of intriguing ones for that kind of development.
Also, there's one side note I want to point out. There will be at PAX. Was it PAX West or wherever? PAX event.
Yeah, PAX. I think PAX
Yeah,
West.
that's the next event they're gonna be showing it. I'm assuming they're gonna show off more Nero stuff. So, it's whatever. But for Dante, the big stuff is going to happen at TGS.
That's September 19th, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's 19th or later in the month.
I don't
Now, stay tuned to TGS if you want more like Dante news.
Now, but there's a bullet point here. How do you guys feel about some stuff from DMC Devil May Cry being implemented there, being carried over into DMC 5?
That's not necessarily a bad thing, because they took stuff from DMC before and actually made it better. And from as far as Democrat 5 is concerned, they're taking away like the little cinematics or like the little small stuff like the sound system. Like the voice will say the names of the ranking, like for the A, B, C, or the S's and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that stuff is pretty fine.
There were neat things in DMC Devil May Cry. It had some like big fucking flaws around it. I will give the game credit when it's due. Like it had a neat visual style, but outside of that, everything else kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did they add? They added the kill cam thing, where the last enemy you kill like has a slow motion feature, kind of like Tekken 7 when you get the last hit on somebody and it's close.
I liked that. Kind of like Max Payne 3 also.
I thought the dynamic music was a thing from the reboot, but it's not, apparently.
It's not.
Yeah, we just found out today it's actually not from the game, so it's just something new they did.
They, as far as I'm aware,
they
had talked about it before in the reboot, or it was part of the...
It was like original plan.
But then they cut it out.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that I was going to have that at one point, but I mean, for as far as like actually being implemented, 5 would be the first one to actually do it.
Metal Gear Rising had dynamic.
Yeah, Killer Instinct as well actually had that.
The I will say though, as far as them taking stuff from from the reboot, I don't particularly mind because, like Brendan said, they did it before in 4SE. Some of the moves that were used for Virgil were like carried over. From reboot. So I mean, that's fine. It's just I would rather like if they bring back Virgil as a playable character, I hope they don't do sword tricking again because God Almighty, that fucking sucks.
So I was gonna say, Dom, you say F. You mean when?
Yeah, when. That's the key word. But yeah, and then I mean, like small things like the kill cam or like the way that the rankings are like called out and stuff like that. That I don't particularly mind. It's like I think with any new game, like you could take things that worked well in a bad game or even a good game and just apply that to a new game and see if that works out. I think with 5, it's probably going to work out for the better because they could easily take things from the reboot, take things from 4, maybe even 3 and 1 and 2, and just kind of blend in the things that would probably work best in 5.
I'm with you on that.
All right. Any more thoughts on this topic before we move on to number 3?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Who wants to read out number 3?
I could do number 3. I haven't read anything. So Sekiro Shadows Die Twice has an extended gameplay presentation. What are your thoughts on it? In my personal opinion, because I haven't really played Tenchu, because this is somewhat inspired by Tenchu, I don't have like too many thoughts on like how it plays per se, but I was enjoying what I saw, and I kind of had the same feeling that I had with like Devil May Cry 5. I just want to see more. Like the more that I could see, the better, because we haven't really gotten too many feudal Japanese games in the last generation that were like major AAA titles, and now they're starting to make a comeback with things like Sekiro, like Neo 2, and then
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what I saw. I like how you can either go stealth or you can basically be aggressive. That's pretty interesting. I also like how we can go onto the rooftops and like scale the rooftops, and those. I think it offers another kind of level of freedom that you don't get in like games like Neo. So I like what I've seen of the game. I went ahead and pre-ordered the collector's set too. It's only like $90 and it comes with like a statue. So that's not a bad deal.
I'm excited for it, but I do want to bitch about something really fast here.
Oh boy.
Fucking March, right? I'm going to be spending too much money because Devil May Cry comes out 4 days before Division 2. And then like 2 weeks later, Shadows Die Twice comes out. I'm going to be fucking bankrupt, man. I'm tired of games, all good games, releasing the same goddamn month. Sorry, had to ramp that out there. The game looks great. I can't wait to play it. I love the old Tenchu games. This looks fucking hype.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Also, like Renegade pointed out, the new beef on the streets is his gaming streets, by the way, is Sekiro versus DMC5, which has nothing in common with each other. So
the only thing I see is that they come out 2 fucking weeks apart from each other.
I'm getting both. I don't give a shit. I'll probably play Sekiro next year.
I'll probably get both if I have enough time.
All my time.
I'm buying the collector's edition of Shadows Die Twice and Division 2 because I'm fucking retarded. I'm excited for all the games that month, but God, why do they have to come out so close?
Red's roasting you, Loki.
Yeah, I see it. Hey, I liked the first one, even though when it launched, it sucked ass.
I will say that Sekiro, it is very, very similar to Neo in terms of how it, like, the general idea of it. You're in feudal Japan, you're fighting a bunch of fucking Oni and demons and stuff.
I can't wait for journalists to play it.
The only real difference is the approach to the gameplay somewhat. Like, that's what I'm seeing from the gameplay trailers. But not that that's a bad thing, it's just, it's very similar to it.
It looks
ready to get power bombed off on buildings.
My only complaint is the hitboxes in combat are kind of atrocious. They need to fix that. Because if they don't, I'm gonna be.
I like the idea that you can come back to life, like that. You know, I guess if you fuck up too bad, you can.
It's like
it's probably going to be like an item you can only use a limited amount of times or something. It's probably going to be like something like that.
I can actually tell you about that right now. They confirmed that once you die once, that one time, if you die again, you'll be dead permanently, unless you kill all enemies in the area and then restore your resurrection bar.
Oof.
So you literally die twice within every encounter.
Jesus,
Oh, I see what you did.
Jesus fuck,
quite
they did it.
literally.
Those sons of bitches, they did it.
Yeah, you literally die twice in a combat. This game right here is breaking all FromSoft tropes.
Yeah, we can jump
Yeah, gravity won't kill
without
you.
running.
One of the cool things that I saw or found out about actually was that if you like get thrown off by one of the like ogre enemies, you can actually use the grappling hook to get yourself like back on track if you can time the prompt for it well enough. So like if you're going out of bounds and you know that's going to be like a indefinite permanent death from that, there's no coming back from that one. You can save yourself just by using the grappling hook. So there's a lot of like detail to the amount of like things you could do mechanically speaking in that game.
Most definitely, and that's not even scratching the surface either. There's still more to come.
Yeah, especially with like some of the side gadgets with the prosthetic.
Cool.
Good.
Any more thoughts on this
think-
particular topic?
The only trope I guess I'm not a fan of FromSoft side to keep is you die super easily again. Not that I don't like a challenging game, but when you play the same, the games from the same company like 4 times and they keep doing the same thing, it's kind of, it gets old to me. I don't know. I'm tired of being paper thin, I guess.
Yeah, the ogres have a lot of health. You need to buff
Did give me
weapons from
some
scratch.
like Neo Alpha vibes based on the difficulty I was seeing in the gameplay trailer.
I swear 3 hits can kill you. I'm like, why are we paper thin?
It did look like enemies take off a good chunk of your health.
It's just a minor nitpick. I mean, I can always negate it just by being stealthy.
Yeah, even then though, the enemies have way too much health. Even if you go for stuff kill, you have to literally run away if you can kill them right away. Especially when it's guys with the Odachis or the ogres. They have like 2 bars of health or 3, whatever.
Oh, you mean the samurai generals?
Mm-hmm. So you try and find them in stuff kills, it won't kill them right away. You probably barely take off like half a bar.
Well, I guess I'm going to be ducking in and out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fine with me.
So any more thoughts?
I'm good.
What about you, Kaneki?
What happened?
Yeah, any thoughts on Sekiro?
Just waiting for journalists to play the game.
I can't wait for that beta or alpha, whatever they release.
All right.
I would see that.
Who wants to read number 4 off?
Oh yeah, Polygon did play it. Isn't that the clip where they got thrown off by an
Yeah.
ogre?
Yeah, it's the best thing about that part is they try to knock off the ogre, and the ogre countered them and just tossed them off the edge.
Is it as bad as the Doom gameplay?
No, it is. No, it wasn't
It's
as
not
bad as that.
as bad, but it's not great.
They gotten better throughout the video though, but that highlight of that video was like the best one ever, the funniest thing ever.
More comedy.
Yeah.
And number 4, I got you. Resident Evil. Oh, okay. Resident Evil Remake 2 shows off an extended Claire Redfield demo. What are your guys' thoughts? I have not seen the demo yet, so I can't say anything yet.
William Birkin is a monster. I don't know. I'm admittedly a little freaked out about his appearance this time around. Looks so realistic. It's really disgusting.
Oh yeah, I love the way that Birkin looks in the trailer. I did like what I saw of the player gameplay. I see a little bit more of a Sherry and William fucking chasing you in his monster form. It's pretty cool. It was good. I like that we get to see a little bit more of the game, and I like that there's at least going to be a fucking what was it? Gameplay with her, because I was afraid there wasn't be anything. That we weren't going to see any of her how she is going to be in the game, because we mostly have seen Leon so far.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. This actually keeps looking better and better each time they show something.
Yeah, it's amazing how they keep topping the previous performance.
Now, admittedly, I'm kind of getting tired of remaking and remastering games. I'm the first one to bitch about them. There are times where I'm like, okay, that actually looks fucking amazing. And this one looks like an actual proper remake of the game.
Oh, it's funny you say that actually, because Capcom did say they wouldn't mind remaking the first Resident Evil game in fashion.
Yeah, I heard something about them doing a remake of the remake or something like that.
I wouldn't mind that because
I'd be fine with it. Like, but I mean, I don't think it's necessary, to be honest, because we do have an HD version of that. I don't know, like if they're up for doing it, like more power to them. I'd like to see it, but I'm saying I don't think they need to.
Or are you guys talking about RE2 or?
No, they said that they were going to remake the remake.
They wouldn't mind remaking.
They wouldn't mind doing it. Yeah, okay. I would like them to prioritize doing 3 if they're going to do another one, though, because I mean, before they get into like they need to do 3, or some of the more obscure ones like
Outbreak.
What was it?
Outbreak.
Yeah,
Outbreak.
Like I don't like I said, I wouldn't mind if they remade the first game again, but I think it's more necessary that they go back and redo the other games that they haven't done yet. Basically, there's also Code Veronica too that they probably should get around.
I think I've mentioned this before. In that like, excuse me. In that, like, I think Capcom would probably go as far as to like Resident Evil 4 as far as remakes are concerned. But as far as like a remake of the remake, the thing with that game is that like, and I definitely agree that they should go to like Resident Evil 3 beforehand, but the original remake came out like 6 years after the original release for Resident Evil 1. So it's a 6-year difference compared to Resident Evil 2, where it's like nearly a 20-year difference, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, some time has passed since the original release, and that's not even including the HD re-release that we just recently had for both Remake and Zero. So I don't know. I'm kind of split on this one because like, on the one hand, I don't think it really needs it, but at the same time, I don't think it's necessarily out of the question.
Yeah.
Personally, I would actually be all for it because not only would actually give Capcom a chance to actually give more spice and originality to the remake, but it also will officially separate the campaigns for Resident Evil and maybe like change the story up a little bit. Like, why is we know for a fact that canonically speaking, Chris, Jill, Barry, and Rebecca survive, right? But they don't meet it at all. Just the campaigns are separate for the most part. So like that'd be a good way for them to actually like maybe join both campaigns, or like do something else in a similar fashion of Remake 2.
Mm-hmm.
Who just dipped out there? Fuck. I would say I don't think Resident Evil 1 needs another remake. Because
I would agree.
I think the remake version is just fine as it is. It's a great version of the game. It looks beautiful still to this day, even on the GameCube. Which is fucking insane how good it still looks on the old consoles.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, all right. Here, good God, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's just go back to all the topics. Let's just start all over. No,
no, fam, that's
it's cool.
I think, leave Resident Evil 1 alone. The remake is great as it is. It doesn't need what Resident Evil 2, I think. I think Resident Evil 2 is better because of this new remake, like how this one's working. But if you tried to bring that back into 1, I don't think it would work with how claustrophobic that game really is.
Yeah. I don't think they should do that until they've done all the other ones they really do need to remake, let's be honest. I think if they did remake it would definitely be in the same style as Remake 2. where they're gonna do over the shoulder, and it's gonna be like that. But you know, like I think the remake is fine as is. I don't know what they could go back and change necessarily if they were going to do it again. I mean, the only real difference would be the over the shoulder thing, and then it would be done in the new RE engine. Other than that, like I mean, like I don't know. I mean, they could add some new things, but overall, it'd be the same game. I mean,
I would say there's probably like 3 things that they would be able to do, like 3 major things. The first being like having the continuity line up a lot more properly, because there's a lot of games that now with all this new continuity that they're adding in, they might conflict or they might not really line up as well as it used to.
Yeah.
On top of that, you could also see like new areas not originally added in, or things that were just part of the like concepts for either the original or the remake. And that could also like extend out into like enemies and stuff like that. And probably the last but most major thing would be to add in extra side content like playable characters, perhaps like a Billy, or I'm sorry, not Billy, Barry. I'm thinking of RE0 for some reason. A Barry or Wesker like side stories that we could delve into.
Oh, there you go.
We never got in the original or the remake.
Wesker fan service back.
Because I mean, you could look at the Chronicles games, and they had the side stories that were added in that give more context to what happens post the events of those games.
I do think though it's starting to get a little worrisome, the thought of like remaking remakes, to where one day we're going to get to the point where, well, you mentioned one game from the 90s and you're like, do you mean this remake, or do you mean that remake, or do you mean the remake of that version, or the remake of the original version?
Resident Evil 1.758.
Yeah.
I think people are going a little bit overboard with these requests for remake, because they're saying, "Oh, we need to remake 4 now." I'm like, 4 doesn't need to be remade, though.
Only been done like 8
If I was a betting man,
hold on.
absolutely am, I think 4 would be the next one to be remade.
Oh fuck! No, I would blow my goddamn brains out.
Hold on. I just want to say, when it comes to 4, the thing with that game is that it had a shit ton of HD remasters, but for the most part, nothing new was really added into those HD remasters. And yeah, you could argue that it's been ported over to a million different platforms at this point.
1.5 million, actually.
Yeah, but bear with me on the exaggeration here. With that game, I think that they would go as far as to remake it in the RE engine, add in things that we've seen in like RE6 or even RE5 and expand on it. Granted, do I think that game needs a remake? No, but I really wouldn't put it past them at this point, just because that game, originally was released back in like 2004, if we're not including all the HD remasters. So
and we have to count every single year since 2004.
Right. So I mean, but you get where I'm going with this in the sense that, like, just looking at it from the perspective of when the initial release came out, as opposed to how many remasters we've gotten. Granted, like I said, I don't think it needs to get a remake because of how many remasters it's gotten at this point.
Yeah,
I kind of feel the same way about Code Veronica, but I give it a little more of a pass just because it has aged a lot worse by comparison.
It has aged like milk.
Yeah,
I love the game. Aged like.
But yeah, like as far as when it comes to Resident Evil remakes, like I'm telling you guys, I would, as like mainline series, I would not see them going any further than Resident Evil 4 or stopping anywhere before Resident Evil 4. Like, I think Resident Evil 4 would be that point.
When's the remake of RE7?
Oh, please.
When's the remake of RE6 to make it a good game?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, just do that.
Yeah.
Make RE7 8K.
Here's what I'll say really fast. Make
Jack
Outbreak
Baker
File
gets
3
added into
file.
RE4.
Jesus. Yeah, let me really fast run through this. Make fucking Outbreak File 3 finally. We've been waiting for fucking almost a decade and a half now. Get off your ass, Capcom. Get off your ass. All right, sorry. Let me get that out of my system.
Did you guys talk about the fact that they didn't rule out the possibility of making another?
That's what we were
trying
talking
to,
about.
though. We're about to, though. Hold on. Go ahead.
The PC gameplay. You guys seen the PC gameplay on the new RTX cards?
Honestly, that is nothing special. It's just the same demo we saw back at E3. So.
It looks prettier.
Yeah, it looks
I
nice,
just saw
but
the
it's the
one
same
they
demo.
showed for Tomb Raider, and people were just saying it's overkill because they're running it at 1080.
Oh, we'll get to that one in a second here.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Hold on, thought.
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking about the Resident Evil gameplay then?
We were just finishing that up.
Oh, I mean, it looked fine. I honestly couldn't really tell much of a difference based on what I'd already seen from the gameplay of it. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect from these cards. Like, I don't think I'm going to be upgrading anytime soon. I'll just say that.
We haven't read off the thing yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I can do it.
I'm
really
still out of it. Sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, NVIDIA announced their new RTX graphics card line at Gamescom. In order to get the 1080 Ti, you'll be paying roughly $1,199. The lowest card in the current line.
Ti?
Oh yeah, 2080. Jesus fuck, it's still ingrained, man. Still ingrained. I have a 2080 Ti is $1,199. The lowest card in the package is the 2070 Reference Edition for $599. Will you guys be getting any cards from the RTX line, and what are your thoughts on it? I want a 2080 Ti, if only because I've got a 1050 and it's starting to show its age after one fucking year. It looks like if you're going to put in the amount of time and playing all the games that are supporting the RTX like extra shit, it might be worth it. But I think people will go for like the 2070 at that price because way fucking cheaper.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thought process as well.
So we haven't seen benchmarks of this yet. I mean, like, how do we know like what they're capable of? And aside from like the ray tracing thing.
Yeah, benchmarks should be coming soon. I believe people are starting to get their like early hands on them. Let me see here. Because yeah, the pre-orders have been going up lately, so
Maybe we'll finally be able to run Come Deliverance in like a stable 60 frames.
I wonder if I can get PUBG at 60 frames at 1080p with this. That's a real good question.
Oh, spooky hours.
I say this as somebody who spent $200 on that game.
I'm definitely like interested in the cards. They're because I know like what is it? The RTX cards. Those are specifically the 2070 and 2080 cards, correct?
Yeah, along with the TI 2080.
Right, and then I know that they're still doing GTX cards, but those are going to be the 250 and 260 cards. I'm definitely interested in like getting one of those, but I don't think it'd be anytime soon. I would probably like wait until those start lowering down in price before I start looking into those.
The thing is, the ray tracing stuff they're doing here, it is an interesting technology. If you want to look into this, Intel was trying to do this like 10 years ago with the Intel Larrabee card. If you ever want to look into that, the Intel Larrabee.
So what does ray tracing do exactly? Like
basically like proper reflections, everything like. Yeah. Also trying to get more accurate color matching, stuff like that. Also for games.
I think it also delved into like shadow textures too, right?
Yeah,
more accurate shadows.
It's trying to get things that has always been inaccurate in game, like in most games. They're trying to get it right with this stuff, and I think it's an interesting thing if they can actually properly do it. And once we finally get like full on benchmarks, seeing how this all works and if it has a performance hit. But I think this may be something I would have waited one more gen for if I was NVIDIA.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just say I doubt there's going to be a huge performance increase. Like, I don't know. Because I got a 1070 right now, and I can run pretty much most games with like definitely way over 60. So
I would
Look at
say
the bright side though.
Yeah.
Now the technology is out there though. Later down the line, it will be improved rather than just.
Yeah,
sitting
it'll
there.
it'll probably be a few years, or 2 or 3 years, probably before I have to upgrade again.
I think with this though, because they go from GDDR5 to DDR6 VRAM, that is a good jump. That is an actual improvement there. How it's implemented, that's a real question.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make things a little bit harder if you're using that DDR5, but I don't think it'd be. I doubt it'd be too much of a frame rate dip if you're running it on a little bit older hardware.
It really just does depend on how the game implements.
Does this question go into the Tomb Raider stuff? Because I was hearing about the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I have one side question before we move on to that. How much are the prices for the 260s and 250s?
They don't currently have prices as far as I know.
Okay.
Those are mostly they're going to be GTX branded, I believe, right? Not RTX branded?
Yeah.
Okay. So they won't have a ray tracing abilities. They'll be maybe the 1060s will be the 1070s, maybe lower end 1080s power wise necessarily. That's just speculation. Yeah. But yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider was struggling to hit 60 frames per second on the 2080 during the presentation. Now,
what resolution were they running that at?
I believe 1080p.
Are you serious? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, mind you, I will say this here, a little bit of benefit for them. The game isn't fully finished, and they apparently had gotten everything about a month prior, all the NVIDIA stuff for the RTX support. Everybody did. So those are two things to think about. But yeah, that is a little worrisome that even on a 2080, it kind of struggled. It could just be some code leak somewhere, and they just kind of rushed to implement it to get it out for presentation. But it's not a great sign.
I'm just gonna say for now at launch, I'm not saying as throughout the experience. For at launch, it's gonna be a bad port.
I think so.
Hold on.
Get on the
Were
console.
people having trouble with Rise when it launched?
Rise is very resource heavy. It is.
Yeah, I know that. If you use DX12 and Rise, your frame rate will tank.
Yeah, it's. They've always had weird spec issues with the Tomb Raider games on PC.
It's the way they design them because they feed right into the power to the T, man. It's ridiculous.
On PS4 and Xbox One, the games run fine, but on the PC version, it's always you better have your fucking 1080s in line. You better have at least 16 gigs of RAM. You best have your shit together for it.
Yeah, it's I got 16 gigs in a 1070, and I was trying to run it in DX12. It's not happening. In some areas it's fine, but then when you get to other areas, the frame rate just tanks.
It chugs harder than chugging milk.
Especially if you have Hairworks on and there's cutscenes and they're zooming in on their faces. The frame rate will tank when that happens, really fucking bad. I'm talking 20 frames a second bad. And I'm okay, I can't do this. Yeah. I had to go back to DX11, and it ran fine when I was in DX11. But when I go into DX12, it's a fucking nightmare.
I know, Rise of the Tomb Raider is the only game I've had that issue in. Fucking The Division, it's DirectX 12 support.
I feel they do that. I feel companies do that just so they can try to sell DX12 cards. They because my card, I think they do have DX12 versions of it, but I think the one that I have is not suited to DX12 or something like that. So they'll get you to buy they'll do that shit so you can buy DX12 cards. So that I feel it's just a marketing strategy.
Well, no, that's the thing. I've noticed that the Division 2, Division 1, I mean, in its DirectX 12 support works just fine. Rise of the Tomb Raider is really
it might vary between games.
No,
maybe.
Man, no.
Yeah, I saw that screenshot. I don't know
that is a very weird screenshot.
Hold on, did you talk about the water physics as well? What's up with that?
This does make me feel that at least whatever version they're screenshotting from, this is a very early build. This has to be. Yeah. If you compare that to Rise of the Tomb Raider's hair effects, I don't get what's up with that.
Oh, it is in the dock run? God damn, those water physics are horrible.
So
I am still
what's up with the water physics? Like,
they are really.
Okay, wait, which question is that though?
adorable.
Because I guess we could segue into that one real quick since we brought it up.
yeah, I'm not familiar with the what's the issue with the water physics exactly. Like, yeah, I haven't seen this.
It's all over the place. I don't have a video for it on here. Yeah, it's not all the thing.
So wait, it looks worse on consoles, Ren? That's what you're trying to say?
On it. Probably.
I remember Rise not looking the worst. I played it.
No, we're talking about Shadow.
Yeah, I don't know what is up with Shadow. Shadow's. It needs another few months of gestation. They need to delay it like a couple of months.
It's been coming out in October, right?
Yes.
And that's like 2 months away. Holy shit! No,
October's fucking crowded, man.
Hold on, Ren. The water fixes we shown, is that from the Xbox One S or the X?
I don't know which version it's from.
If it's on X, then that shit
I'm pretty sure it would be X for promotional sake.
Oh god.
I think this game needs another couple months.
I agree. Delay it.
I'm still excited for it, and I'm gonna pick it up a couple months later because fucking October is crowded as hell. I think it's smart for him to delay this. I get it out, get it past January. February's got nothing in it. Nothing that matters as far as I know. Throw it there.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on from this one now because I think we're dwelling on it a little too long.
Yeah.
I'll read number 6.
I can read this one.
I got this one.
All right.
Okay. Halo Master Chief Collection is finally receiving its big online patch and Xbox One X enhancement.
Thank fuck.
First off, fuck the Xbox One X enhancements for a second. It took you this long to patch the online? Really?
Okay.
343 is not confident.
The launch of that game, I will say this as somebody who's had it since day fucking one and has drank a lot because of the issues.
Where's the PC version, damn it?
This is like a last ditch thing. If this does really well, which by the way, I've played it because they have a little insider thing you could opt into. I was like, hell yeah, let's hope this build's fucking good. I opted in. It is a very big improvement. It actually fixes a lot of the bugs during like Halo 1, 2, 3, 4's campaign. Multiplayer is actually playable now, and I think Halo 3 finally runs at 60 FPS online.
Wow.
Wait, it's going to be on Game Pass? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's going to be Game Pass on the 1st of August.
It took them 3 years?
It took them 3 years. Admittedly, it's been since I think like June since it's been in development again, and they like the entire staff works for free, not like splitting off between 4 different companies like they did with the Master Chief Collection.
Oh my god.
Which 2 of them I can understand. They had Blur Studios for the animation work for the visuals for Halo 2 Anniversaries campaign.
Yeah.
And then you had Certain Affinity making Halo 2 Anniversaries multiplayer, like the separate one you could play, and the maps for that. And those were fine. But then they had like 3 other dev teams working on it, including the guys who were working on the new Crackdown at first. And then they switched something else. So that's... It was a cluster.
Crackdown.
It was a cluster.
Mess right now.
Yeah, I was just I've seen Halo 3. They screwed it up quite a bit. I can't.
Guys, we're going back to roots. Okay.
Shut up.
But
it don't even work properly in 4G.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can take them if you want.
I'll say this here. This is what Master Chief Collection finally deserves. This is what it should have been. And if you've got an Xbox One or you're even thinking about getting it, you can get Master Chief Collection for like $5 at GameStop. Fucking pick it up.
Before PC announcement.
Oh, did they fix it yet?
Yeah, it's the full patch is dropping, I think, like on the 1st.
Well, let's hope they fixed it.
The insider build's been really
if they fix it in a working state, that might tempt me to get it. I don't know, because I'm not a super fan of Halo, but I do like Halo. So I mean, if they can get it in a working state, I'll play it. You know.
This is coming from a guy who admittedly has a Halo tattoo, so I can't say too much, but...
I mean, at least you admit your bias.
Listen, put it out on PC. and the fans will fix it in a month because they're competent.
This is it actually is a proper fix. That's the thing. Like they got it right.
Hey, baby, check out my Halo tattoo.
No, my joke is
Hey, it's on my back. Nobody's gonna see it unless I want them to.
Like a streak or something?
I got the fucking. I don't know if you've watched the like Fort Unto Dawn. Where they have
Want to ride my
the
Warthog?
Want to ride my Master Chief?
Yeah, that's what
ever seen my plasma grenades?
It is more subtle than most.
They call it the gravity hammer.
It's the little ODST logo that the guy had tattooed on his back in the film.
You're gonna
without
hear
the ODST name.
You're gonna hear the.
Oh, what's up?
You're gonna hear the kids again on Xbox Live in that game.
Hey man, I fucking loved bullying people in Halo 2. All right.
Bane confirmed bully.
Oh yeah.
Hey, somebody can quote me on this one. I support bullying.
Yeah.
all right, let me go.
Get the bully hunters. Get the
that's
bully
a-
hunters.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, somebody called
You will be
it
executed.
Who
There
bully
you go.
hunts the bully hunters? There you go.
What
Alright,
happens when you
number
get
6?
bully hunters to go against each other?
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
no.
That's fucking. That is like hyper future.
Hey, let me tell you
Wait, I
guys
just
about these
remembered.
headphones too, by the way.
My Steel Series headphones.
Aren't they adding ODST and Reach?
ODST was added actually because when the game first launched, they gave it to everybody for free because everything was fucky. So it was free for a little while. You can get ODS. Really fucky.
That's a game I want to go back to play. I love ODST.
But ODST is a
yeah.
$5 DLC, which $5 is worth it for ODST. Fuck it. It just doesn't come with Firefight, which is annoying.
What? Why?
What?
That's like the prime. What's one of the primary advertisements of the game was Firefight.
Right.
They've talked about like 343 said we're thinking about adding Reach and we're thinking about adding ODST and Reach's Firefight.
I'm cool with the Reach. Reach is awesome.
I'm not a big fan of the story of Reach personally, having read the books, but that's a fan gripe.
Yeah, I just like the gameplay of minus.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I gotta bitch something here. Reaper's ODST was not hot garbage. Fuck you. I will say that. Nice.
Reapers, tell them, Reapers, tell them.
You
Wasn't
are-
ODST like one of the best,
Yes.
most well-regarded like Halo DLC expansion?
It's got such good atmosphere. Fuck no, you ass. No.
I
pretty
still
sure
need
he
to
didn't
play ODST. I've played 3. I never got around to ODST. So.
It was
Oh,
great.
yes.
I liked it.
Again, Halo fan bias here. I will say this: it's on my top 3 list of games, right under Silent Hill 2.
Ooh.
I actively
With or
find
without
love-
Firefight.
even without, because you can get it at 60 frames per second, and the game is really, really nice in 60 frames.
All right,
Alright, I think we're good.
Yeah, off this topic, I can't stop. I can't
All right.
keep talking about Halo for now.
all
What
right.
are we up to? Number 7.
Number 7, yes. We'll read number 7 now.
Well, hold on. Before anyone reads that, I need to read. Mind if I read one minor news that we got?
Sure, yeah.
What news is that?
It's about Jake Paul versus Logan Paul, or what was it?
I don't
Please, no.
Oh, wait, talking about minor news?
Gamescom.
We got minor news.
We're not
right?
talking. We're not talking about wasted
Actually-
money.
Hold on. I'm offended that this is on the minor news because by far, in my opinion, this game, this announcement is like the best announcement for Gamescom.
Hey, Kaneki, we could get into minor news afterwards because there's some stuff that I definitely want to like talk on that one as well. So we could like knock that one out of the park after we get done with the main ones, if you
All
want.
right. All right.
Yeah, all right.
I know
Read
what
number
Neki's
7.
gonna say though. I see it.
Yo.
I'm offended on that list.
All right, who will read number 7? Or was it number? Yeah, number 7.
7 because we didn't talk about it.
Dom, you should do it. You're on the Shenmue train.
Yeah, I'm actually playing through Shenmue HD right now. So not while we're doing the podcast, but I am playing through it. At the
Damn
moment.
liar.
How dare you?
He says you hear the controller click in the background.
Click, click, click. Yeah, so Shenmue 3 receives a new trailer and finally a release date of August 2019.
Yes.
So that's pretty exciting. And I will say with the new trailer, though, even though I think it is a lot shorter than the second trailer that we received, but from what we're seeing compared to the second trailer, it looks like they've improved the visuals because I know that was something that a lot of people were not too happy with as far as like the visuals in the trailer were concerned for the second trailer.
Look, you're all wrong.
And I mean, granted, yeah, some of the visuals did look really bad in that second trailer. But you know, with this third trailer, I think they really took that criticism to heart and then actually put some effort into fixing that up. I think the best part of this new trailer was actually seeing Lon D in HD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think it's an improvement over the original trailers they had. The faces don't look quite as uncanny valley as they did before. I actually was one of the first people to saw it because I get those Kickstarter updates in my email. So I saw the trailer and I was like, "Oh, this looks really nice." Only thing is it like I don't know if it was intentional, but I don't know if you noticed the part when they zoom in on the ship, like it looked a little bit choppy, and I'm like, I don't know if that was an intentional thing or if they did that on purpose. I don't know, but other than that, it looked fine. Like I think that the faces look better than they did before, and the graphics look nice. I think there are some things that do need to be touched up a little bit, but for the most part, it looks fine. I think they definitely need to take a little bit more time before they release it. Hopefully, in the months before release, we'll see a lot more on Shenmue 3. I can't wait to play through 2 so I can prepare myself for 3. I'm actually one of the few people who have not played through 2 already. So like I can understand the frustration because we've basically been waiting for a long ass time for 3 to even happen. Most people thinking it would never even happen. So this is pretty fucking crazy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see. I want to see what they do with the game. I'm willing to accept that the game's not going to be as polished as a typical AAA game because we know this is a small team working on it. It's not like a AAA studio or anything. So I mean, I'm not expecting anything amazing. I mean, I basically have reasonable expectations. Let's just say, like, if the game isn't the technically the best looking game or the best performing game, I can deal with it. It just depends on how it is when it comes out, I guess. But I
have a side question to ask.
Yeah.
From the trailer, I noticed that they might be having you play through the end section of 2.
I don't know about that. I unfortunately haven't played through 2, so I don't know. I don't know what parts of the game is.
For anyone that has played through 2, how do you feel about them just kind of making the players?
Please don't spoil the ending of 2.
Okay,
that's what
I'm not gonna talk about 2 too much because of spoiler reasons, like Chaos mentioned. So yeah, I'm just gonna
I just know that apparently some crazy
shit
shit happens and it gets all mythical.
It would make sense though from a developer standpoint. Kind of just
I'm willing to cut them slack if it's not the best. Like I said, if it's not basically on the same level as a AAA game, I'm not expecting it to be like that. Just considering everything they had to, this is basically a game they had to fund through Kickstarter. So yeah.
I do have one thing that pisses me off about the game though. The entire game's not in 4x3. So thumbs down, unsubscribe.
Thumbs down, unsubscribe. Beat that ass.
Widescreen support? Woo!
Yeah, well, fuck's widescreen? I got 4x3.
I don't understand this widescreen, man.
Widescreen. Are we getting the where?
This reminds me of DVDs where it'd be the widescreen of the full screen.
You remember HD DVDs?
Oh my god, yeah.
I'll take HD DVDs over full screen DVDs any day. I still have an HD DVD player.
Man.
Oh my god! All right.
HD DVD and Betamax, the formats that didn't last.
Yeah, because I'm not rebuying a fucking Blu-ray copy of Clerks 2. Okay, I already have it on HD DVD. I have a DVD player.
Oh wait! I forgot about UMDs.
Stop, Ren.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, this man, kick him. Yeah, UMDs.
Oh, good. Please stop. Okay, no, that's it. Okay, moving on.
Why would you bring up such? Oh god.
All I'm gonna say is for Shenmue 3, there's no Doolin doesn't make a return. This game's trash. if we ain't putting it down, I don't want it.
If I can't drive,
when you say it comes out next year, August 2019.
Yep, I think it was August. Did we give a date?
August
Yeah,
29th,
August
2019.
Damn, they got a long way.
Taking a really long time.
With this long, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was like 2015 when they announced this.
Yeah.
So it's been, it's been.
if we don't get forklifts though, thumbs down.
Yeah,
fart noise.
Give me I want a cargo job again when you use the forklift.
Oh yeah, I want to. I want a forklift.
Stack those boxes, Rio.
Look, are we looking for sailors or not?
Do you know where sailors like to hang out?
All right, so boys, let's move on.
I'm putting it down.
You know a guy named Charlie?
Yeah. All right. Who wants to read number? Was it number 8? Yeah.
I'll do this one just because I'm actually excited for this to an extent.
Go right ahead.
All right, so on the gaming street, THQ Nordic has reacquired, or not, or I shouldn't say reacquired, acquired Second Sight and Time Splitters. How do you feel that they're making a comeback after the bankruptcy? Hyped? Give me Time Splitters 2 HD now with online.
I want Time Splitters 4.
Dang.
Time Splitters 4.
I want them to do an HD remake, and then I want them to do 4 personally.
I'm
remaster, I should say.
optimistic about. Like, I think it's great, but I'm also trying to be like, guys, it might not mean anything. I mean, like, I don't know. It might mean something, but it might not. So I don't know what to think.
Second Sight's a weird one.
We got so much going on in the gaming community right now. Like, an extra Time Splitters would just be like a cherry on top of like everything that we already got going on right now.
Because I mean, I've seen game companies that they'll acquire the license for something and they'll just basically just be holding it and do nothing with it for
Microsoft.
a while. Yeah, like I don't know. It might not mean they're going to work on it. So I mean,
the thing I'll say here is we don't even need an HD remaster. Just fucking port the old school version of Time Splitters. Just fucking do it. I will give my middle nut for a just
do that and add online.
That's what I would like them to do. Like, I really want them to make an HD collection for Time Splitters, or for them to make a new Time Splitters. Like, I mean,
wait a minute.
Fuck, we've had like fan remakes of this, like trying to get off the ground. It never happened. Like,
we're talking about Time Splitters. Wasn't there supposed to be a free-to-play Time Splitters?
Yeah, there's Time Splitters.
It was like a fan thing.
Yeah, it's in production.
God damn. It's gonna be. They're taking their sweet time with that.
The reason I think if they do anything with Time Splitters, it'll be a HD collections because they'll have to get the online working again, and that might be a little tricky. You know, just porting the older games.
I mean, even with the older games, they probably still have a source code for a couple of them.
I hope they do.
Just go in there, just replace the like online infrastructure, which it wouldn't take too long, and then just go fucking nuts. Just make something there, you know.
Especially,
I think they'll do a remake and see how that does before they make a completely brand new game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should definitely do HD collection first, and please make sure the online works with the story because the story is super fun.
I wanna add something real quick. You know, what other IPs would you like to see them reacquired? Please reacquire the WWE games back. Please.
WWE, yes.
In our dreams, maybe.
2K is doing it. The way 2K is doing it is trash, garbage.
Aren't they just like sports games? They release the same thing every year, basically.
Not always. Though. I mean, depends on the year and iteration. Because freaking, I mean, 2008 was a good year, and I know 2012 was. Also, fun games to play.
Like when 2K bought the WWE license for like the games.
Okay, none of y'all are bringing up the series they need to both bring back and make a good, decent game out of again.
They own Red Faction, I believe so.
They did, but Red Faction is better off dead after that last game. No, they need to...
you mean Armageddon?
Yes. They need to make a proper, new, good Destroy All Humans game.
Oh man, I forgot about Destroy All Humans.
Everything after 2 for that series has been garbage. Path of the Theron is probably worse than like AIDS or herpes.
On a side note, because you guys mentioned that they also reacquired Second Sight, and I know like Ren recently did his video talking about like doing like paranormal or like supernatural like type elements in a like action shooter. Do you think that they should take a second stab at Second Sight?
I think it would be interesting to have a sequel to that game. 1, how would you name it? 2,
Third Sight.
2,
Second Sight squared.
You could do something
Over
interesting with that.
352 days.
God damn it!
God.
Oh, Chaos.
I actually watched
could.
I watched a Let's Play of Second Sight just because I was curious. That game ends on really brief note. It kind of
It
sucks
just
how they went with
stops.
it.
Yeah.
I think if they made another game, it'd be interesting.
I was about to replay that game because I never finished it when I was a kid. So
It was pretty good from what I've seen. Definitely. So I will say the art style kills me because I was like, "Yep, it's the Time Splitter devs, all right." Free Radical is such a distinct art style.
But
If they do bring back Time Splitters, they better not make the
Yes,
monkey
right.
available in online multiplayer.
Oh, I forgot about
Oh, that's right. I forgot the THQ worked on the Punisher game.
They got the
Now,
good
there
We haven't had a Punisher game since like that game. I mean, have we? Because I don't think we have.
No,
No,
At least
not
nothing
that
good
one.
Fuck, that was that game was amazing. I want them to do another one. Like, please.
hear me out. What if they do a new one, but it's based off Netflix Punish? I'd want that.
Oh, the
that
actor.
would be
I'm not talking
Yeah,
about.
I
I'm
want
talking
them
about
to base it
having
on the
fun.
comics, if anything.
No, I mean like
not
not based on the movie. I mean the actors based on it's based on John Bernthal.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, it's fine.
Comics, yes.
If anything, maybe
Actors-
base it on Daredevil season 2.
I'd be okay with that.
now
The
something-
plot for the Netflix one is mostly garbage, so I just do the Daredevil
but
one
the action's great though.
Speak
when
for
it
yourself.
happens. Yeah.
I give you that. Something I will say though, if I was to have them pick up one game out of the dust, not from them, but from another company, there's a really great game that I fucking love it. Nobody's made a game like since called Psyops and Mindgate Conspiracy.
Oh yes, I played
Hell is
that. I
It-
love
it
that.
is-
That game was fucking great. That's a really underrated game. Like
It really fucking is. Telekinesis, being able to throw shit around, break things over people's heads, take people
Yeah.
over. It was so fucking cool, and
Yeah.
we only had one game, and there hasn't been another game like it.
Yeah, basically it's a third-person shooter, and you can use telekinetic powers. It's really cool. You've got like pyrokinesis, you've got telekinesis, you can throw people around and shit. It's great.
You can hack into someone and like make them kill themselves or shoot at other people, or fucking like hack into things. You can drain somebody's fucking mind to death. It is so cool.
Good
Speaking
God.
Speaking of
I-
underrated games,
Yeah, Ren. I was saying that if I could get them to take off over one game from any other company, that's what I'd want.
That's a pretty
Yeah,
actually.
there's also that one game. I was gonna mention Geist. It's
Oh yeah,
yeah, you're a ghost.
that is one of my favorite
person shooter
GameCube games.
you're
Also,
Yeah.
yeah. One really quick thing before we get into another topic. It's a little quick tangent here. Why haven't more games played with like telekinesis powers in a long time? Like, why haven't they done that?
The last game I ever played that really messed with it to me was Star Wars: The Force Unleashed.
Yeah,
the Force is
that's more
basically
like force
telekinesis.
powers. It's kind of the same thing,
See,
sort of.
it's close enough, but
The
it's
first
like,
game, not the
God,
second game.
like, why haven't we got anything like that in such a long time?
I just like
That is
throwing
so fucking
people into walls and things. It's fun.
Exactly. I like smashing a crate over someone's head without having to grab onto it and physically smash it. It's not the same.
Let your brain do all the work.
Yeah. And we don't speak about modern Star Wars also.
No.
But yeah, that's the end of my tangent there. Sorry about
Thanks,
that.
EA.
And
All right, are you finished?
Yeah, with that topic, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Who wants to read off number 9?
I can do it. I'm probably the most hyped for this game. So
Go ahead.
Cyberpunk
Yeah.
2077 gets beautiful new screenshots and beautiful new concept art. When the fuck are we seeing footage? CD Projekt.
That's what I want to know. Where's the gameplay? Like, I've seen the pre-rendered trailers. I have not seen gameplay. I want
5
to see.
years
it.
later.
It's behind closed
Closed
doors,
doors.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're
But-
just teasing the shit out of us.
Every single thing makes this game look better and better, though.
Oh, people.
God.
I heard somewhere people were complaining because the game's not grim dark and shit. Because you know,
It's
like
not
everything's
completely at
fine.
night.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the themes of Cyberpunk, though. But at the same time,
I
it's not
get
a
that,
port
but
one.
it's like so
It's not
what?
important.
There's something different with it, you know. Like,
The game still looks great, though. That's the thing. Even in daylight, the game looks cyberpunk.
yeah,
It has that aesthetic no matter what the lighting is. I don't get this shit.
right. Yeah, I don't understand those complaints, honestly. I'm hyped for the game. I just don't like. I think they said it was first person, so I'm expecting maybe a semi Deus Ex type thing, maybe. We've got like some information about the game, just not too much stuff about like not any gameplay, nothing like that. So I don't know. I mean, I know it's CD Projekt Red, so it's probably going to be amazing.
Most likely.
I trust them to make a decent game, even if there might be some mishaps here and there, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
All right.
That was probably the fastest one we've had so far.
I was about to say, like, I feel like we were all pretty hyped on this game, and I feel like we were gonna go into that a lot longer. Than
only thing I'm worried about is they're doing this choose your pronoun shit, and I'm like,
Chaos. Are you so
Yeah.
It's really weird because this is after they did that whole like joke, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, come on.
For me, that doesn't matter too much.
I don't care too much about that, but it is weird. I'm like, okay.
Considering, like, there's a a kind of like, if you get more machine than man, what do you become, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, it literally doesn't matter. I honestly think, a fucking like Blade Runner or like Ghost in the Shell has the best approach to this. It's like it literally does not matter like you're about your gender at all. Like, so it's like you can switch between bodies and shit.
I'm interested to see though where the hell they're going to go with this game, and I'm probably going to take an entire week off to play it when it first comes out. I'm going to suddenly become sick.
Ren, what you don't know is that Geralt's beard grows in real time in that game. So
yeah. I heard that was trash though by a certain black person, Capo.
Was it Bond?
No. I'm just not saying his name.
No, that's his name. That was his name.
Yeah. Whom? That's a good answer there.
I heard he's a
literally
criminal.
Do we want to jump into the next topic? This one is...
Number.
Sure.
Wait, hold on. This should be pretty quick, actually. Let's do number 10. Ray and Dawn mentioned they would totally go back to AAA video games, especially being open to a sequel to The Order 1886 due to sales. What? No. Hold on a second. Didn't The Order 1886? Like, I didn't think that sold, but did that sell well? I didn't know it.
I don't know. I don't know anybody who actually liked the game without having.
I thought it was okay, but I got it like
quite a few people that like the game. I mean, the game. I got the game
cheap, so like I think. Okay, hold on. I think more people were pissed off because they got the game at full price and it was just basically a movie. I got the game with like not for $9, and I was like, it's okay.
I rented the game for 2 days, and I finished it on the first day, and I was like, wow, this is boring.
Yeah. The biggest complaint about the game basically is that it takes a lot of stuff from better things. Like it's very much like not original in what it does in terms of its story. That seems to be the main gripe with people, and also that it's basically just mostly a movie and not much of a game. When it does have gameplay, I think it's okay.
The gameplay
when it doesn't, it's like,
kind of generic. Once it gets,
I will agree with that. It's very much your basic cover shooter. I think it's serviceable. Like it's
hold on, for what game?
It's nothing special.
For the Order 1886.
I would give it a solid 6, honestly. Like if I were to rate it, it's a 6.
The game turned in from being a really cool concept to just shooting dudes 90% of the time.
Or like what was it, like werewolves and shit?
You got there were 2 werewolf boss fights, and they're like these tiny little werewolves that like easily fucking died. And it just there could have been a great game in there. There was the aesthetic was fucking cool. I loved the guns. I liked the concept of weaponry and shit. But they should have made it a better game.
Yeah. I mean, like, it seemed like the ending of the first one was setting up for a sequel, but I was like, they're never going to do a sequel. And now they're like talking about doing a sequel. I'm like,
no.
If you do a sequel, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about, doing differently, I think.
They need to hire an entirely different staff for the sequel.
Yeah. Basically, here's the thing I would do: more gameplay. try to come up with an original story. You know, I don't know. Like I thought, you know, the whole thing with because I think one of the devs actually said when it was coming out, oh, the game is locked at like what was it, like 30, because it's more cinematic that way. I'm like, no, don't. That's retarded. No.
I thought they said they were trying to go for 24 frames per second.
Was it 24? Yeah, like
they wanted to do 24.
Some shit like that. It was like 24.
There are probably some games that 24 frames per second could work on. There might be, but I do not think a shooter.
I see that argument from dumb fanboys talking about like how they don't know how frame rates work in the pneumatic when it's 24 frames. And,
well, that's because David Cage games should be ran into a toaster and baked to a crisp. Whoever gets the fucking master for the next one, destroy it for me, please, God. But the order.
You mean the older?
The order didn't have an ending. Now that I think about it, it just kind of stopped.
It had a little bit of it had an ending, but it had an ending that kind of like baited a little bit, like sequel baited.
Yeah, I don't know. Ready to Dawn. They also made the Daxter game, didn't they?
I didn't know that. I just know about them making the order.
If they made the Daxter game, then they can go fuck themselves.
They also made a God of War handheld games.
Oh, everyone's the cause of that abortion. Oh, I can feel my arm twitching because I'm thinking about them. Okay, yeah, no, fuck this.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Which God of War game is this?
The Chains of Olympus and Ghosts. I'm not a fan of the
PSP
ones.
Man. Brandon will kill you soon.
Okay, Red is saying Ghost of Sparta is good. Ghost of Sparta is better than Ascension.
That's not a high bar. Ascension is like one of the worst games.
I think everything in the series is better than Ascension.
All right, no, let's go ahead and move on. I think we're done with this topic.
I feel my arm twitching. Okay. All right, let's get into the
minor questions. Connect, I know you were itching.
Are we doing a specific order for these? Because there's one that I.
Yeah, we're going down in order.
Oh,
yeah, we're going down in order. Just keep it consistent.
Somebody who definitely wants to mention this one. Yes, continue.
The best announcement. All right. Windjammers 2 has been announced.
Oh, if I can mention one at the bottom there. Ah, okay.
Nah.
That's what
so Windjammers 2 has been announced for Nintendo Switch and PC. So who's getting it? No, it's not.
Oh, fuck. I might get it on Switch. I can play it in my bathroom. Fuck it.
I'm getting it.
That's the way I buy games for Switch now. I'm like, can I easily play this on a toilet? If so, yes.
Hold on, let me take my...
Is this something I can shit to?
Let me take my Switch on the bus.
Hashtag Windjammers 2 on PC. Who's getting it?
I never played Windjammers, so I don't have an opinion on this.
Oh.
Go into the hood with the Switch.
For the toilet, maybe.
You'll love it, Brandon. It's best flying this game. Better than that trash that's called Disc Jam.
How much is it?
What?
No price
No price?
No, they just announced it. Like,
yeah.
I'll play it if it's not too much. Definitely.
If it's 10 or 20, I feel like I could drop a fair bit of cash there.
I think they probably would use the same graphics from the first one, I hope.
Maybe like an updated-ish version.
I never played the first one, so I couldn't tell you.
Right. It's a lot of fun. You all missed out. Trust me, it's really fun. This game.
You want to get to the next one here?
Yeah, I think we're done with Jammers. Go ahead and read off second one.
Okay. So THQ showed off new footage of Biomutant, but also delayed it to next year because they're smart and realized how fucked this year is for games.
Yeah.
I think Biomutant looks fun.
I've never seen anything about it besides like the E3 announcement, so I have like no opinions on this. So,
what the hell is Biomutant?
It's Rocket Raccoon, the video game, essentially. The footage makes it look like a lot of fun. It's a cute little
what
game.
Is it? A hack and slash shooter? Beat 'em up?
Sort of.
It is Rocket Raccoon
all of
again.
them?
Rocket Raccoon?
It's one of those ones I feel like it's a really good summer game. Like when the drought's coming around and you got nothing else coming out.
Play here. Let me play this game where I'm a raccoon and a kill.
I would say nothing better to. I wouldn't say nothing better to play, but I'd say like when all the other like massive games are finally like dying down and shit.
Yeah,
I think it looks like a great in between game.
I can see that.
Is this the Palago spinoff, the Monster Hunter? That's what it looks like right now.
A little bit, maybe. But yeah,
is that Guts as a raccoon?
Griffin.
I would say though it makes a compelling case for being a fun game.
Yeah, I checked the gameplay out later whenever I have more free time. Yeah. Anybody else got any thoughts on this?
Nah.
No. All right. Now let's move into more interesting news for me personally. Darksiders 3. They revealed like a new trailer and some more gameplay over the IGN stream. Is anybody here keeping up with the Darksiders by any chance?
I'm interested because I did not like Darksiders 2 very much.
There we go.
The first one was really good, in my opinion.
A lot of fun, and then Darksiders Select 3.
Darksiders 2 is weird. Like I just.
For me, Darksiders 2 is a love and hate type of thing because personally, I think 2 is kind of overrated by the fandom. I just found 1 to be superior in most
I was
areas.
underwhelmed by it, honestly. Like I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember playing it and I was bored.
It feels like the open world, or at least it feels too much is in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think
the game
2 would have been better if they dropped a lot of the RPG sides of things. Just tried to stick to like one where it's actiony.
Oh, I don't mind the RPG elements because I like being broken.
Yeah, a little too much.
Yeah, I like that type of guy, but I can see why that could be an issue because if you fight like stronger enemies, and whatnot, if you have weak gear, then you're gonna get fucked. That's bottom line.
Oh yeah.
That's assuming if you're going out to fight like other like side quests and whatnot. No, because you will fight stronger enemies during side quests more so than the main campaign, depending on where you go, of course. But yeah, for Darksiders 3 though, I'm actually kind of 50-50 on it because gameplay wise it looks interesting though, but it also looks kind of watered down, which they admit that they're going to like scale down the amount of enemies you're going to fight down compared to other games.
Yikes.
Damn, yeah, that's a shame.
I need to play the in this case.
It seems like they're going back to the roots of Darksiders 1 more so than following the roots of 2, because if you like played or at least seen how the game works in the first game, they're obviously mirroring that from the with 3 over what they're using 2.
I'll say this. I think they're probably going to have like stronger difficulty modes where you can have like a lot more enemies on screen and shit.
I doubt that because they never had that in other games because it's all about the enemies in general are just part open world. You will fight a handful of them. Now, the reason why they said this is because they make the fights more personal or whatever, or at least less overwhelming. Because in Darksiders 2, though, that's actually one of the problems. You can fight too many enemies at once, and you can get crowded up and gang raped. So I can see why they can see why they try to tone it down just a little bit. And another thing is they removing the compass from the previous 2 games.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, the mini map or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure how I feel about that one exactly.
It's a weird choice.
I could go either way with that one.
Yeah, it's a weird choice. What do you guys think though? I'm rambling too much now.
I'd say I'm excited for it, mostly because it looks like it is going more towards like the style of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love the first game.
Yeah, first one's definitely a hidden gem. I've only had freaking New Game Plus.
Yeah, that is a problem with the first. I think people want to play it over again for some. For me though, I need a demo. I'm interested in the game, of course, I like Darksiders, but I need to have a demo for this to completely judge it.
Yeah, at least hands-on experience. All right, what was that? Somebody saying something? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Shit, it's not gonna happen because you know how games are these days. Unless it's not a beta, there's no demo.
I think the first game had a demo.
Second game one had one too. Yeah.
I don't think the third one's gonna happen. Wait, when did the second game come out?
2012, 2 years after the first game, and that was, long time ago.
We're not gonna get a demo of the third one. I don't think so.
Not with that attitude.
Different companies, different pulse.
We will
I would hope for the latter.
Because so far, most of the companies are butthurt. Well, like, oh, we're not giving you a demo. Just wait.
I mean, if they, busted their asses making good games, don't worry about the demo.
Agreed.
Okay. Since we're good on Darksiders, I guess another THQ game is in the works. I guess we'll read that one though. Oh, no one? Fine. Fuck you.
What is this?
The next minor news.
Okay. THQ's Fate to Silence has a new trailer. I don't know what the hell that is. Like, I think I saw like a little bit of it.
Kind of, from what I've seen from trailer, it almost looks a little bit like a Souls clone.
People were saying it looks like Horizon.
I never heard of this game actually. When was it announced?
I only got to see like a little bit of footage.
Horizon.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of this, so I can't.
It looks interesting, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
I'll wait for bargain.
I'll say the same thing as before. Demo me. Beta, demo, I don't care what the hell you call it. Give me an example of the
You know what? I want to bet you out something. Why the fuck haven't we gotten a good Lost Planet game since 2? And why has it taken almost 10 years?
The Capcoms are busy.
God damn it, Capcom. The trust in you.
Capcom's got way too much shit going on.
Reapers. Okay, no. You're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong.
You're factually incorrect.
Hold on. He's kind of right.
No, he's only right about the third game.
No, 3. Yeah, 3. He has a point, but
3's got a point.
I doubt he's even played.
2. I played the demo of 2. I did not like it.
2 is really,
more
really
fun
with
with friends.
Yeah, 2 is an insanely fun co-op.
2 on the 360, and I never played the first.
Why you? No, you're not right. Delete your posts and your account. Reaper. I will say delete your account for that one. That is a wrong opinion.
Well,
damn Reapers. I got your back, man.
No.
I will fight you with. I got a little hex tool right here.
Give him the game.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look, there's a Rainbow Pride emoticon that we have for Reapers and Reapers.
Hey man, that game doesn't have Alex. That's why he hates it.
Damn.
All right. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. Well, nobody cares about this game, so let's move on.
Yeah. Show more footage when more people cares. Fade to silence. We might like it later.
Fade to obscurity.
Okay.
That is a bad name.
All right.
I was super drunk when you said that.
He is drunk.
He is drunk.
It's just wearing off. I mean, it's still there, but
Well, we could tell.
You pulled the Dom. Fade.
Damn.
I was trying to think of it. I was like, oh, there it is.
Lost Planet 4 free to play. Oh.
I do agree that man of.
Tom, why do you sound like you're across the room?
Because I am.
But I do agree that man of. It's called Man of Medan, right?
No, we're talking about Fate of Silence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The next question. Yeah. Okay. Before we get into that one, I can read this one off here.
I thought you guys were talking about that one. No, never mind.
No, we're trying to do it, but no.
Yeah.
People are, still talking about the other one.
Okay.
That thumbnail from Men of Medan.
Madame.
Madame. Man of Medan.
It's got that creepy fucking face, staring at you.
Yeah. Okay, so Supermassive Games, the creators of the pretty great Until Dawn, decided to show off a brand new multi-platform horror game called Man of Medan.
I am interested in that game.
Oh yeah. If it's anything like how they did it on Until Dawn, sign me up.
This looks like what Until Dawn 2 probably was, and then somebody said, hey, this game was really good, let's not make another one. And I decided, fuck it, we're making another one.
Is that a female Joker, man?
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh no.
I'm in. I want to play it now.
So this is a Flashpoint Joker simulator. Got it. All right.
They got my money.
I'll do
Thanks,
it. Do it
DC.
the first game. I'll watch it on YouTube.
I just say, like, I'm not scared of this. I'm just laughing at it. Like, this is just ridiculous.
I liked Until Dawn a lot, and I'm surprised they didn't make a sequel. They decided to make a fucking VR rail shooter.
I think I
Oh,
saw.
The inpatient.
I think I have Until Dawn for free.
Oh,
I should play it.
yeah.
Don't they have a
That's
spin-off?
fucking- yeah.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, it was another VR game for some fucking reason. Sony's really trying to PSVR, and most people are too, but there's only like a few really good games.
Make more hentai games in VR, and then we'll talk.
I'll buy it. Where's that
Tell you
going?
what, put VR chat on PS4. People will actually buy, the PSVR. Until then, it's got nothing.
Hold on.
God.
Recreate PlayStation Home with VR.
No, fuck you, no.
I remember PlayStation Home.
Hang on.
Okay, admittedly, I do miss PS Home just for the angry black kids on the
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
PS Home was like Second Life's retarded cousin without all the sex. So,
what did I make you though?
I admittedly had a couple things in PS Home, but that's not the point.
Exactly, same here.
Good time.
Yeah, there.
We don't need people trying to put their dicks in every girl online.
Oh, okay.
No, we have that now with Tinder, Twitter, Instagram models,
Hold on.
YouTube.
People trying to hit each other up on Twitter.
Pornhub.
What if next gen Microsoft tried to do the same?
I would still say it's a bad idea. Second Life has been dead for like 8 years. Leave the corpse.
What PS
It'd
Home?
be funny if To Catch a Predator uses PS Home to catch predators.
What?
Yeah,
It had a lot
yeah.
of predators on PS Home.
We've locked
I
down.
just made a virtual avatar in PS Home. I'm going to call it.
Listen, he's gonna lock down your
know what's
console and
funny?
be like, "Have a seat over here, sir."
That funny thing. That thing.
They're
See,
gonna-
right over here.
They're gonna do the virtual version of that.
Oh yeah, look, I still do have Until Dawn.
Oh god, I forgot about the PlayStation 3 like eye toy thing. Oh fuck. It's like, how can you even do that? And then, oh yeah. Oh god, that's nightmarish. But yeah, no, I think it's great they're getting to make another game. Until Dawn was really, really fucking good. I don't know why we didn't get to make a sequel. I loved the concept of just killing off teenagers in a horror film. That was fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The Wendigo thing was kind of dumb, especially when it came out after like, oh hey, but he was trying to scare people, and then also the Wendigos.
The Wendigo.
I thought that shit was kind of dumb. We got a little bit spoiled here, but when that person was pretending to be the killer or being the killer, and then also the Wendigo, it's like, have one or the other. Don't have both. I wanted a
Getting too
slasher
cute.
film.
Oh, you want Friday the 13th?
Hell yeah.
No, what we want is the Wendigo.
I know it was a flawed twist, but I'm like, man, I would have been fine without the Wendigos being real and just the killer.
You know what we need? Fucking Wendigos.
If Wendigos fucking. Josh
Yes.
Tucker is a killer. Yeah, but that's
Gosh, revenge.
I heard that.
I think that's cool though. Having a killer that's like kind of dumb, but you never like. I like teen slasher film. Wendigos are too skinny to fuck. Hey man, any hole's a goal. All right.
Oh my god.
Any hole's a goal.
Don't let Chris
Can we move on?
Hansen hear you
Let's
say
move on.
that shit.
Let's
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the last question.
Jesus Christ.
Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on to the next question, please.
All right, I can.
Red?
What the
you guys
fuck?
don't mind though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
alright,
No. Stop. I know we're going to give you 5 minutes,
Why
please.
you do your girlfriend like that?
Alright.
Come on.
I
Put
mean,
makeup on that shit.
you'd have to like cover her teeth, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Wait, shut up, man.
Jesus. All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Jim,
all right, all
go
right.
ahead and read the next one.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
So, Saints Row the Third is coming out to Nintendo Switch.
That's like the most random news I would ever heard.
Why
All
can't
Everybody
freaking
boo
week.
at
When
it.
they going to be ported to the Switch?
It
here's
really surprises me that they're doing Saints Row the Third
But
and
not
not
I'm happy for
GTA.
that.
no, and not the good one.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not
No,
Saints Row
oh,
two.
no, fam.
No.
Yeah, they're doing the third.
Put
Yeah, but
GTA
not-
5
yeah,
on Switch to see how
3
that
is
runs.
freaking amazing.
They're gonna put GTA 5 on Switch.
Oh,
It's-
boy.
You don't want to turn
It's gonna happen.
720p.
20 frames per second.
20 frames.
Okay, here's the thing, right? If the PS3 and the 360 can handle it, it might be able to run on the lowest settings, but why Saints Row the Third? Give us Saints Row 2. That one's the only
I like
good
now.
one.
I like 2
Oh
much
my
as the next
God.
person, but 3 is really damn good. I'm happy for that
I-
game.
I heard 2 was terrible, honestly. Like,
3 was fun gameplay wise.
yeah.
Three-
Yeah, that's the
like
thing. It
really
was a
fun
fun
game.
game to play.
3 had a
Definitely
lot more of
involved.
like you could dick around and have fun, but yeah, I definitely think overall 2 was a little bit
It
better.
was
In my
such a
opinion.
great game.
2 has a better
Oh.
story, but 3 definitely had better gameplay to me.
Yeah,
I just
Yeah,
Here's the thing: if Deep Silver wants to get me excited from importing anything to anywhere, give me either a Saints Row 2 on PC if it works without me modding it, or fucking port to a Switch. You're gonna port to a Switch. Fuck it.
I can't wait to buy
Do it.
shark cards.
If-
Damn,
if-
right?
if-
What the fuck?
all right. Here's the thing. I will make this promise right now. If they port Saints Row 2 to the Switch, I will buy it 3 times over. Fuck it. I'm going that
that
deep.
just seems a little excessive, but all right.
Give me that extra
That's because I
copy.
want them to make more games like that.
I'd rather them remake 2 than just replay 2 again, I'll be honest. There's a lot of rough edges in that game.
It's
Yeah.
the rough
Especially the
edges of
graphics. Jesus
charm.
Christ.
I
Even the
think
rough edges of the charm of the game.
No,
though.
I think they
Oh,
got a
man,
little
it
bit
needs to
too
be a better
much
game.
going on right now to be trying to do remakes of the older ones. You already know Red Dead 2 is going to be out for another like 10 years.
What?
Can't wait for those cowboy cards.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Please.
Here's one thing I ask though: please never make another Saints Row game.
Hey, Bane,
They-
I know you want to use the purple dildo on the Switch.
No,
Oh,
That's
wait,
the
I'm glad
only-
you said that.
It looks like a dildo.
the
Yeah,
dildo's
I
the
said,
only major thing I like from Saints Row 3. It's nice to beat people up with that, but yes, never
You-
make another Saints Row game after the last fucking 3 you've made. And
Okay,
Agents
4
of
I
Mayhem.
could understand, but 3 was a
Oh
fantastic
my
game.
god, what the
Or-
fuck?
Okay. Ren, can you put that tweet up on screen?
No, we're not getting flagged. Fuck that.
No, this is
Ah,
the
hey,
bundle
we'll only get
stick
flagged for like a
stream, we ain't
second.
doing it.
No.
Well, okay. There's this man looking menacingly into a
Someone mute Bane.
giant dildo bat.
Yeah, it's
Dildo bat.
I thought that was Randy Stair for a minute.
No, oh, that guy doesn't look as bad as Randy Stair.
looks like somebody like
Jesus.
If we're gonna talk about shooters, Randy Stair looks like a. Well, have you ever seen those like the porn covers that people post on Twitter all the time? The poor little white boy cover. He looks like he'd be on that. I'm sorry, Red. I'm getting all this shit out of my system.
Hold on, you can follow Bane at
Are you sure the band's not the
Hey, I just know offensive shit. I don't do some of this shit.
Oh my god.
Quality. That's a bit of a stretch on that tweet there.
Where's that quality?
It's-
IIS
Saints
is
Row
sponsored by bangbros.com.
yeah.
Okay, then.
Oh no, we're sponsored by Brazzers, Black.com, Tushy.com, all the other ones that you see on Twitter all the time. Just enjoy.
All right. On that
Rip.
note,
Rip the
Oh,
podcast.
man.
okay. Enough about that. On that note,
Red's
are we done with this
push the
topic?
button. He's
Please.
gonna push the fail-safe button.
Yeah, I think this is where we wrap up.
Let's go ahead and end this. This is close
Yeah.
That's it, pretty much.
to. Okay. Let's get the outros up. All right. Hold
Ended
on.
on as high of a note as it gets.
Talking about giant veiny dildos and porn websites. Hell yeah.
Okay, Kaneki, give your outro, please. Sorry.
Yes, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube under the same name as Google Order. Bane, you one weird motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
I will soon for the night. You can't get me out of here most of the time.
All right, Captain Chaos, say your outro, please.
All right, you can find me on Twitter and YouTube and on here at Captain Chaos.
You damn drunkie. Bane,
I'm not drunk.
give your outro. Yeah, you can
Okay.
line it.
Oh,
All right. Here's my outro really fast. It's gonna be a little different one. You can follow me on Twitter at BaneForYou with a YU at the end. However, there's going to be something on Tuesday, something really big on Tuesday. You go to my YouTube channel. No, this is way worse than I would ever be.
Hold on.
On Tuesday, on my YouTube channel, which you can find by going to the IAS YouTube channel, clicking the one that says Fuzu there, which I'm wrapping this back around to subscribe to our YouTube page.
Don't sub to him.
You sub to me. You're going to see an expose on the craziest bitch I've ever ran into online. And it's going to be a 30-minute long video. Actually, 30 minutes and 31 minutes and 50 seconds. I found out a bitch who's breaking her probation. So, yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah, fuck that. James, give your outro.
You can find me on Twitter at DevHunterJames.
Gemini Jam over here. Give your outro.
Jam and John over here. I didn't have an intro, so I might as well just give myself a better outro here. Yeah, exactly. Hello and goodbye to everyone. You can find me on Twitch at JamandJohn13. I have my schedule posted on there as well, so that's pretty awesome. And then follow me on Twitter at JamandJohn.
All right, BioDevil Doom over here.
You can find me pretty much on Twitter, YouTube, not really on Twitch, but you could go there too as BioDevil_Dom.
Yeah, you also find him on the next game on PS4 called Doom Eternal. Yeah, and all right, and then that leaves me. You can find me on Twitter at 90 Damn Business. I just kidding. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Brennan IS. And that's all that's relevant about me.
Shout out to Sean Rankin.
All right. Did Renegade do his outro?
Man, nobody cares about Renegade.
Well, what's his Twitter handle? Let's fuck it up.
His Twitter. No, his Pornhub handle is Renegade.
Okay. For context, he just got removed. All right. You can find Ren at RenOperative_. You can find him on YouTube, Renegade Operative, Twitch, Renegade_Operative. Go follow him too. He's been our wonderful host for the night. Also, hello again, Kaneki.
Kaneki, he threw the shoe at you.
He's muted out of my hand.
Oh, he said Renegade. He said you can find him on X videos.
Yeah,
man, Renegade, he said you're a bitch. Do something about it.
You can find Kaneki at pornhub.com/1inch master. There we go. That's where you find Kaneki.
1inch BBC over here. Oh man, Renegade's going ham with it. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us. Have a fantastic day, and don't get kicked by Renegade because he will do it.
Oh, he will. No mercy.